Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. Today we're going to take a look at Doc², which is a fully functional word processing app which allows you to create and edit Word documents. So basically the 1997 through 2003 .doc format that you are probably familiar with because I'm sure you've used Microsoft Word before and you've had to create or edit a doc file. So this allows your iPhone or your iPod Touch, probably even your iPad in the future, to create and edit these files, and then of course share them in a myriad of different ways. So let's just go and create a file. I'm just going to call this one Daily App Show because that is the name of the show, and dailyappshow.com is the website address. So I've created that document, and I have my blank slate right here. I can toggle to get the keyboard, do my typing. Of course, all of the typical cut, copy, paste stuff works just the normal way. Of course, I can also use text modifiers. So if I want to bold or italicize or underline or change the font color or something like that, I can do that. We can get, look at all these different colors. Crazy amount of colors. Change the color, go right back, and we've got that. Let's just delete that text. And then, of course, we also have our text justification, left-centered, all that stuff, and right. And then we can indent here with this one. We can do bulleted or numbered lists. And then if you zoom over, we also have a couple of other, we have undo and redo and search, and so we have some other options there as well. So very easy to create documents, and of course when we're done, you just click and save it, and it saves it, or we can also close it, and it'll ask us to save if we had not saved since we asked to close. So now we have this document here on our device, and we can go back in and edit it at any time. We can email it right here. Very easy to change the name of all that stuff if we wanted to. Email the file right from within the application, which I love. I hate having to go out of an application to do simple stuff like that. So this is stored now in our local files. Now I can also create folders to organize my files, which is nice. So creating folders to keep them organized. I can move and copy documents and move them into other folders on using this mode here. So if I want to take this document that I've created, move it into a folder I've created, it's very easy to do that. Let's do that real quick. Creating a folder called folder. I've got move. I select that item and I move it, and then I can choose a folder or any other destination, which I'm going to talk about in a second, to move it to. So now I am choosing folder, and I have now moved that document inside of that folder. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a look at the different ways to share our information. So we can enable file sharing, which of course gives us a website address that we can connect to from a computer, and of course grab the data that way. So that's an easy way of doing it. But the easier way, of course, is sharing it using something like Google Docs, or using your iDisk service if you have a MobileMe account, or connecting via WebDAV. Those are all ways that you can connect and get your files. Also has a couple of other options right here which we can toggle on and off, and then a lot of extra blank space down here for whatever purpose. I'm not really too sure, but it's there in case you like blank space. So as you saw when we were choosing to copy one of our files over to a different folder, we can do whatever we want and put that file anywhere. So let's just say I want to copy this to my Google Docs. I'm copying it now, and I can choose Google Docs, and it is now taking that, sending it off to my Google Docs account. So if I was to go to my computer now, I'd have access to this. Now if you've ever used Google Docs before, you know that you can pretty much do exactly what you just did on this app as far as creating Word documents and stuff like that. But what's even cooler is that if you have a bunch of documents that you use often or you like having access to, you can upload those to your Google Docs account, which you can get for free if you have a Gmail account, and then you can sync them with this app. And if you need to make any changes, you can do it right from within this app. For example, I'm a website designer, and if I was going to send a contract or a new contract out to somebody, I can have my contract right in here. I can edit the contract with their details, and I can email them the contract right from my phone. You know, or when I get an iPad, because you know I'm going to, I can also edit documents right on there, of course, using this application as well in the .doc format, and then of course sync those easily with my with the different services that I just showed you. So this application has a lot of functionalities, obviously doing things that you can't do right now. So besides, you know, being able to change text color, fill color, font style, all that stuff. These are nice things to have. And then of course there's several different fonts that you can choose from as well that I didn't show you, but you can discover those on your own. So definitely a good app. Really neat in this new version 3.0.1, and I'm sure there will be even more neat things that will come about as well. There's also landscape mode for easy typing, so definitely check out this application and let us know what you think about it over at Daily App Show. It's $3.99, which I can tell you is very inexpensive for a word processor, especially one that's formatted to work perfectly with your iPhone or your iPod Touch. So definitely check out Doc². It's actually Doc with the little number 2 for Doc², so you may have to search for it by their company name, which is also Byte², B-Y-T-E, or you can just go to dailyappshow.com/doc, because I won't be able to do the squared, so it'll just be dailyappshow.com/doc, and you'll be able to link to it there and download a copy as well. So take care, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.